All right. I think we're live. If y'all can hear us, let us know.
Say hello.
Say hello down here in the comments. Nice. All right. If y'all can hear us, let us know. We're going to noodle here for a second. Let people tune on in. So. Nice. Welcome to Ash Wednesdays. Woo! Another month. By the way, if you guys can hear us, please let us know. To be honest, Chris and I were kind of, I don't want to say we were freaking out, but we've tried to update the live stream where it's like we can stream to multiple platforms, and we got like a mic that we're trying out and all. So just curious if y'all can hear us and see us okay. But yeah, we had a hard time getting it set up to work. So we were panicking
little
just for a second.
Little last minute struggles today.
Just for a second. I'm also going to be reading comments on my phone.
Yeah.
Rankin Cook, Kanoi's here.
There he is.
He says, good evening, Ash, Chris, and Mel. Hi, Randy, Eva, and Riley. He says, looking forward to the live stream this evening. Likewise, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Janelle is here. Oh, Lynn, 22QCat.
There she is.
She says, another fun Wednesday evening with Ash and Chris. We're so glad you're here. Lynn says, wait just a second while I go and put on my Ash Taylor ball cap for this. That's awesome. She sent us that great picture, too. She looks so cute and she looked adorable.
Yeah, she looks great.
And Randy, Rankin Cook says, you and your ball cap and me in my Ash Taylor coffee mug.
There we go.
That's awesome. Great. And they say they hear us fine. They can see us.
Great.
Howdy, Mom and Dad are here. Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank
There
y'all
we
for
go.
tuning in. Barry Weems is here. He says, hello, y'all.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, Barry. Thanks for tuning in.
We had him last night, too.
I know.
He gets to see us 2 nights in a row.
Wow, poor
Look
guy.
at that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, poor guy. Mars here says happy 1st of May and happy Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, happy Whiskey Wednesday to you too. Happy 1st of May. I don't have whiskey. I have water, but cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Lynn says, love the blue guitar and hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Lynn. I'm fond of it too. Randy says he's enjoying the music intro. Thank you, Randy. Chris is so great. Janice,
I don't know about any of that.
Yes, yes you are. Janice McGovern's here. She says, great show. Thank you, Janice.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Janice.
tuning in. And David is here. He says, hi, Ash, watching from Cumbria in England. Yeah, that's awesome. We love our England friends.
Yeah.
Oh, Live and Amplified is here.
Hello.
That's Tom, and he says, hey, how's it going? It's doing great. By the way, speaking of Live and Amplified, here the first week of June in Nashville, CMA Fest happens.
Yep.
Country Music Association. It used to be called Fanfare back in the day. But that's happening, and basically for a whole week here in Nashville, a bunch of people will travel here and get to see their different, favorite artists and whatnot.
Right.
We are actually doing an event with Live and Amplified on Wednesday, June 5th. So I believe that's the first day of CMA Fest at No Quarter here in Nashville. So if you are in town for CMA Fest, if you're traveling, you should totally come see us at No Quarter here in Nashville. We're going to be playing a couple songs and be doing a podcast interview, and it's just going to be really fun. And it's honestly going to be a really good time. So if you guys are around, and the link to with more info on that show is actually on my website, ashtaylor.com, and that ticker should be going across the screen. And then Regina's here. Hi, Regina. Thanks for tuning in. She says, how fun to have someone to play music with. Amen to that. Makes it a lot more interesting for sure. I also feel like it just sounds better. Like you can really...
It's easier to...
Yeah. You can just feel stuff out and all.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We actually had someone on the replay of the last Ash Wednesday ask us a question. And I don't know if you remember this, but I said I promised that we would go ahead and say it. Let me see. I don't think unfortunately, we were using my phone, so I can't look it up. So, but yeah, someone wanted to know how it is the two of us met.
Oh.
So speaking of playing music together, how did we meet, Mr. Delisle? How did that happen?
Well, I walked into a Guitar Center and you tried to run me off for 6 months.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was
I was playing for an artist that was friends with Ash. They'd been co-writers and friends, and she was like, "You got to meet this girl that I co-write with." And I was like, "Okay." And so she was going to Guitar Center to pick out some pedals and do all this kind of stuff. And at the time, Ash was working there, and so I went to help this girl pick out pedals for her guitar, for her pedal board. I was playing in her band at the time, and so I was helping her with getting her stuff ready for on the road, and walked into a Guitar Center. Fell in love the moment I saw Ash walk toward us, and she spent the next, 6 months, depending on which one of us you ask, the next 6 months to year and a half trying to get rid of me. So
I don't deny. I'm not denying.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Dallas didn't tell me. Well, to be fair, Dallas did not tell me anything about you. And she just said, you have to meet this guy. And she said that you were a guitar player. And so I just thought, oh, you want me to sell him gear.
Yeah.
And then I met you, and you were very, like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, what pedal do you want?
Yeah.
It
was all business on your end.
It was.
I was a very different person back then too. So
you were a very different person.
To be fair.
Well,
yeah.
I love you now. We're gonna be married. Let's see, on
3 years in May.
3 years in May, just a few weeks away. So I mean, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
I think you're like cuter now than you even were back then.
Well, I'm a lot smaller now.
You're a lot smaller, but you're a lot cuter.
So.
Maybe a lot smaller doesn't mean I love you less, though.
Yeah,
that's there
fair.
you go.
That's fair.
But yeah, we met at a Guitar Center. I feel like that's just the most musician Nashville-y thing that could have ever possibly happened. But
man, we met at a Guitar Center, and I had painted fingernails and a long 80s goatee that was halfway down my chest, and wore a bandana around my head, and I had bleach blonde hair in the front, and we were just absolutely not.
Yeah.
It
You
was
were
really
also trying to
something.
like impress me with your knowledge of like guitar pedals, and I was like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I didn't really try to impress you with the pedals so much as I tried to impress you with the playing. I was much better
Oh
at
yeah.
playing than the.
One of my favorite things is so like we met at that guitar center, and Dallas, our mutual friend that introduced us, she left, and Chris hung around for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and he grabbed a guitar and he was sitting there playing, and I just was super busy. I was working. I wasn't paying him any attention. But one of the guys that worked there with me at the guitar center, he called me over, and I'm like, what's wrong? And he literally said, he said, do you know that guy over there? And he points to Chris sitting there, just like shredding on this guitar. And I go, not really. Like, I just met him. Why? And he was like, well, I think he likes you. And I'm like, well, what do you mean you think he likes me? Like, what does that mean? And it was just this whole thing where he was like, well, listen, he's like, every time you walk by, he plays that riff just a little bit faster. And then he checks you out as you turn around and walk by, and he's like, I think he likes you. So yeah, but that's how we met. So and I apologize, like I said, we didn't plan on using my phone to read comments, and I forget who asked it, but I remember someone said, please, like the next Ash Wednesday, like tell us how you met.
Tell
So
us,
that's the story, and we're actually going to be heading out of town on a little trip and celebrating our wedding anniversary here in just a few weeks. So 3 whole years.
Yep. I don't know why she puts up with me.
I don't know why you put up with me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. But I'm grateful. Definitely grateful. Let's see here. I can see we had a couple more people comment. Janice says, I remember tuning my guitar and changing my strings back in the day. Lefty guitar player. Janice, you're brave to be a lefty. I think that's brave. Yeah, that's tough. Pearl Berry is here. Hello, Pearl.
Hello, Pearl.
She says, question. Have you ever won any music awards? I don't want to brag, but
you should brag.
No,
this is Ash Wednesday where we talk about the things you do, so it's kind of your chance to do that.
I definitely have won several awards, and not all of them, but some. I don't even think they can probably see it on camera, but some are actually over here hung. I won a World Songwriting Award in 2021. So that was like a big songwriting award.
Yep.
I won, NSAI named me like back in 2018. I was like in the top 10 one to watch writers. So basically out of everyone in Nashville, it was like, here's 10 people that you should really watch and see what they do in the next couple of years. So I've won a bunch of different songwriting awards and contests and different things, all kinds of awards. I think if I had to pick one award though, that I really think probably meant the most, that I actually cried when I got it, which is, if you know me, that's rare. I usually don't show that kind of emotion, and I'm pretty stoic. But I went back home to Bakersfield, and this was not too long before the pandemic hit. And my hometown of Bakersfield, California, actually gave me an award for my contributions and achievement, and basically being like an ambassador for Bakersfield and country music and all of that out there. And so that was honestly just a really big one to get. It was
you also have had several nominations a couple of years in a row for things like Female Artist of the Year at the Josie Music Awards and other things like that.
Yeah.
And even if you don't win those, just being nominated drops you into a huge like group of people who are all like, these are the people. So super cool.
I think it's always nice to clearly, I think, be nominated for anything. And I just think for me, I try not really to think about that stuff very much. And the reason why is because I would just like to do better than I did yesterday, right? It's like you're constantly always trying to be better at everything and grow. And that's actually kind of what I enjoy about music, is it's like we're constantly working, we're constantly evolving. It's just what I like.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, I've been blessed to be nominated a bunch. I actually think too, like another thing that was really special is, I believe it was just last year, I was nominated for like EP of the Year and Female Artist of the Year and a couple other awards, and for the Josie Music Awards. And so Chris and I actually went to the Grand Ole Opry House. That's where they were having this award show. And so we got all dressed up. My girl Ray at Hogwash and Rhinestones made me this like really cool jacket, and we got all cleaned up and fancy. And Chris had actually never been to the Opry House before.
It was my first time.
And I did not know that. So I got to take him to the Opry House for the very first time, and he was my date, and we just had a great time. But it's always nice to be nominated.
It was between me and Steve, and I won.
And Steve, who's Steve?
For whoever that date was you were thinking about taking.
Oh, I don't think I know a guy named Steve, but honestly, I would have taken Mel. I would have taken our dog.
Steve is the vacuum cleaner that cleans
Oh, yeah.
downstairs automatically every morning.
Steve McLean, man.
Yeah.
Steve McLean. Awesome. Pearl Berry says, awesome, Ash. Thank you, Pearl. And any other questions, please put them down below. We love questions. We are all about that. 22Q Cat says, all very cool awards. That's great and well deserved. Thank you so much, Lynn. And you and I were talking about putting up with each other. So Randy clearly has us beat. He says, Chris, Eva has been putting up with me for almost 29 years. Congratulations. That's
fantastic.
That is awesome, my friends. That is freaking awesome.
That's amazing.
Really, really cool. Really quick, just some housekeeping stuff, because I always feel like we get so into talking or playing that
we forget all the things we're supposed to tell people.
Always forget. For Chris's live streams, I have to make notes for us, but for me, I just try to keep myself together, and I don't know how well I do sometimes. but we have been just super busy and super blessed, and Chris and I were actually talking about this, and I just thought this would be a super solid point to bring up on this Ash Wednesday. I think a lot of people know during 2020 we basically lost everything. We lost our house, we lost jobs, we lost businesses, we lost my music career, we lost yours, guitar teaching, we lost everything.
Yeah.
So, Chris and I
it was a rough couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a time. But no, we were really talking about this the other day, and just how far we've come and like rebuilding things, and we're just super excited. Just super excited about all the different things that we have going on and how blessed we are, and we just understand that we have been given so many great opportunities, and we just really appreciate that. So we've just been super busy in the studio, and we've actually tracked a couple of songs, and we've been working on those, and we're just excited to be sharing new music. We also have a bunch of different shows and opportunities popping up that we're really excited about. I can't say too many details, but I can tell you that this fall, starting in August, we're actually going to be going on tour. This is my first big tour like that, and I'm pumped. Yeah. Super excited. So
we're going to be all over the place.
Yep, we are definitely going to be all over the place, and I'm excited about it though. And so it's just
we might be at a city near you.
Yeah, definitely. I did though today, as part of what I was working on, I did post some of the tour dates already. So tickets may not be available, but
they're coming.
I did go ahead and post some of the shows. So if you head on over to ashtaylor.com, look and see what we're going to be around. But we're actually kicking everything off in Fort Wayne, Indiana, on August 15th and then August 16th. We're actually partnering with Sweetwater, which if you've never heard of Sweetwater, it's like the biggest music retailer basically that there is. And so we're going up there and doing a whole bunch of stuff for that whole week, basically. Including, though, I'm actually going to be doing a masterclass on songwriting.
Yep, teaching the masterclass on songwriting.
I always get so excited anytime I can just help somebody learn, about songwriting, like something I'm super passionate about. So tickets are on sale for that right now. We're also, with that masterclass, going to be doing a performance for people. And then the next day, we're doing all kinds of stuff around the Sweetwater campus, including performing the Live at Lunch series and all kinds of stuff. So if you guys are in the Fort Wayne, Indiana area, go get your tickets, and we'd love to see you there. We'd love to hug your necks. But yeah, our next big show, though, that I am geeking out about is we're going to be playing at Loretta Lynn's Ranch on May 17th, Friday, May 17th.
Yep.
I'm so excited, and here's why. I love Loretta Lynn. Like, she is my idol. How much do I love Loretta Lynn?
I mean, there's Loretta Lynn stuff all over our house. There are probably a handful of Loretta Lynn things just in this room. And my Telecaster over on the wall over there is named Loretta. And you have the poster in the living room downstairs, and you have the painting that Mr. Scotty Combs did for you. So, by the way, guys, just because of the fact that I just said Scotty Combs, he's a wonderful musician who also plays a bunch of stuff with us, and he does have a cool Facebook page where he's doing some of his songwriting stuff. So if you go to Facebook, Scotty Combs Music, you'll find him and you'll see that he's playing stuff with us. Really nice guy. You can go and give him a follow too, and you can see some of the shows that we're playing here locally. He jumps in and he plays with us a lot too. But he did this beautiful painting of Loretta Lynn that
Yes.
is downstairs that hangs in our stairwell for Ash because of how much she loves Loretta Lynn. He did that for your birthday
He did.
last year.
He's an amazing person. I will say this: while we're out of town, he's actually watching
Mel.
our dog for us.
Yes.
So if there's
She's
any
gonna go stay with Uncle Scotty for
staying
a
with
while.
Uncle Scotty, and if there's and I don't think we understand that is my baby, and so if I could trust him, trust the dog with anyone, it was him. I mean,
Yes.
he's just such a great person.
Yes.
He really, really is.
There's
But
Loretta
yeah.
stuff everywhere, all over the house, though.
Yeah, man, the first country song I ever heard was Coal Miner's Daughter by Loretta Lynn. I mean, that was my Nana's favorite country singer, so that's just the music that I grew up with.
Yeah.
I love Loretta. In my car that I drive, there's a Loretta Lynn dog tag, so I've just been always just such a huge fan. But yeah, we're going up to her ranch, and I am so excited to be a part of the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival Festival that they have going on up there.
Yep.
There is literally so many different artists and musicians playing, including Elvie Shane, who was a big hit writer. They got Mr. Colt Ford. There's Wade Jennings. If you love country music, especially outlaw country, it's the place to be. Yeah. I am so excited, though, to be on holy ground. I've been to Loretta Lynn's ranch many a time before, but this is just special. It's also, in case you didn't know, where they filmed most of the movie of Coal Miner's Daughter.
Yeah.
Which I made Chris watch, I don't even know how many times. But
a number of times, but...
yeah.
She found out I'd never seen it, and she was like, what?
Yeah. Well,
that's what we did that day.
Yeah.
When she found
I had to
out.
fix it. I had to fix it.
We put everything else on pause.
But yeah, no, I'm just a huge Loretta Lynn fan, and I just admire her so much and her songwriting and the woman that she was and the person that she is, and I've been a fan my whole life, and so it's just really cool, though, to get to go to her house, and Chris has never been, I don't think, other than, you went that one time, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't get to really enjoy anything while I was there. I went down there and played guitar for an artist that I was doing a little bit of work with back in the day, long before I ever knew you, and did a little bit of music with an artist, and they played just a typical kind of cover song set down there. And so we had a band that all ran down there, and we did a quick outdoor show, but we didn't get to actually do any of the fun stuff because we went down, did that, and then came back the next morning and had to go be a worship leader at the church that I was playing at.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well,
back in the day.
Well, I'm just excited. We get to literally go up there and play music and hang out with some incredible people and artists, and it's just gonna be a blast. And I'm basically gonna take Chris to all the museums and the house, and that's where they filmed Coal Miner's Daughter and everything. So I told him, I said, hey, I'm just gonna nerd out, man.
Yep.
But it's always cool when you get to go to your hero's house and play music and just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we thought to kick things off, let's play a Loretta Lynn song.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get in the mood here. All right. If you know the words, sing along at home. But this is called You Ain't Woman Enough. You come to tell me something. You say I ought to know that he don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let him go. You say you're gonna take him, but I don't think you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen, you can buy it anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It will be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Sometimes a man's caught looking at things that he don't need. He took a second you, Miss Loretta. So cool. Let's see here what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Comments. Ba-bum. So Barry Weems wants to know, so where did you come up with the song Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy? It's a great song. Barry, you are very sweet, and I'm so glad that you like it. I actually did not come up with that song. I did not write it. I wish I did, but I did not.
If she wrote Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy, I would not have to work a day job
No,
anymore.
you would not. You would know, honey. We'd be rolling in it. Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy was written by Mr. Buck Owens in, I believe it was 1972. It was a Christmas song that he originally put out. And then he had a huge hit with it. But then people like Brad Paisley and Garth Brooks, Dwight Yoakam, a lot of people ended up covering that song just like down the road, basically. But yeah, I just loved it, and I had never released a Christmas song before, and so Chris and I were like, man, that would be a fun one to do.
Yep.
Especially like, yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we did not come up with it. It was just a song that I grew up listening to and a song that we loved. We just loved it. And so we just kind of made it our own though, and kind of went in and recorded it and released it. And it's funny to me being, let's see, we're in May right now, the 1st of May.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gotten like after Christmas, I think it's got like 1,000+ streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
Like people are still listening to it in May. And I just think that's really cool. So
yeah, it's pretty wild to get a Christmas song after Christmas. To be getting that kind of streaming.
Man, it was fun though. It's really, really fun. Rankin Kukanoy says, going on tour, how cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
It's fun, man. We're excited.
It's been a very long time since we've had the chance to do things like that, because it's been
Mm-hmm.
as we said, since 2020, it has been a start from the bottom and work your way up little piece at a time, and it's a long process to build that. So she has done an amazing amount of work to get to the chance to do this now.
Well, thank you. So have you. So hard work is paying off.
Yeah.
But I think that's why, like a little bit ago when we were talking about it, I was just saying how much I appreciate everybody and everything and all the support though, because it has been a really crazy time, and we've kind of pushed through and done it. But like if we didn't have the support system that we do, there's no reason to do it. And just appreciative of people like coming to shows, tuning into Ash Wednesdays, like streaming my Christmas song, even when it's not Christmas, just, things like that. It's just, there's just not words to honestly really like express it. And I can't talk too much because I'm going to tear up and cry.
Yeah. We're very appreciative of friends, family, fans, and the opportunity to be musicians, because there was a point in time there where we weren't really sure if we'd ever be able to do it again. Because it was all gone, and we had no idea how or if we would ever be able to build it back.
Yeah.
So we're very thankful for the chance to do it.
No, we're super, super excited. Lots of people have given us little hearts, little things. I love that.
Don't forget to hit that like and share button wherever it is that you are, to let people know that we're doing this, so that everybody knows that Ash Wednesdays happens, because we'd love for more people to tune in.
Yeah, it's always fun to do these. I always really do honestly kind of enjoy them, and it's fun too. You never really know like what's going to happen, what mistakes we make, what we forget, things like that. But yeah. Are you tuning off of me? Yeah. Awesome. Janice says, I'm so sad you guys had to suffer during COVID. Will you play a song at Keto Palooza?
That's a really good question. I don't know if we'll have a guitar with us or not. You never know, but maybe an acoustic will sneak into the car before we go. Who knows? So if there's a guitar somewhere around, I'm sure one of us would be able to pick it up and do a little something with it, whether it's ours or someone else's. So.
Yeah, we'll see. We are looking forward to that though.
It'll be a fun trip.
Yeah,
it's kind of like going on tour.
Yeah, well, we're actually in California that whole week before on tour. We were just talking about that. So we're going to be in California. Like I think we have like 4 or 5 dates out there, and then that next week we go to Keto Palooza. So we'll be around, man. It'll be fun. Let's see here. Pearlberry wants to know, will you be playing in the St. Louis area? Pearl, I don't have a date announced for that yet, but very highly yes. So just stay tuned and stay posted. We're working on the Oklahoma
kind of Missouri
Mm-hmm.
kind of part of the world over there.
We definitely probably will have something for sure, but those dates just haven't been announced yet, so
Yeah.
I can't say it yet. But just stay tuned though, because I promise you, definitely very highly likely. So we will keep you posted.
Absolutely.
22Q Cat has a question.
Yeah.
When you do music videos, how exactly do you decide what those will look like? Are they all your ideas, or does someone help with that? Do you just direct yourselves? Do you want me to start? And
You feel free. I'll fill in any of the holes if necessary. But you have your process. So.
Okay. First off, Lynn, that's a really great question. So thank you for that, because that's actually a really solid one.
Lynn asks the best questions.
She really does. I love her. I just love her. No, it's a good question. So I think honestly, to kind of like backtrack, like with Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy is I think a great example.
Yeah.
I usually, when I record a song, so like we decide what songs we want to record, we decide when we would probably want to release them. Like we have a whole thing planned out like way before the music video even happens.
It's a year-long process.
It pretty much is, yeah. So when I know like what song we're going to record, when I'm going to release them, I already kind of have an idea of like, this is what I would want the album artwork to look like, and this is like the vibe I want for the track, and this is this and this is that. So I kind of have already probably a, like a pretty good idea of what I kind of think it should all be. I think that's just kind of like the whole difference between just being a musician but then being an artist, where it's like I can tell you exactly what I want and how I want it and how we envision it. With music videos, I think that they have become so important in today's world, and so I think they're really something that you have so much opportunity to really hook people in on things.
Yeah.
So with like Santa Looks a Lot Like Daddy, for example, I knew the exact venue that I wanted to film that. Like when we said, hey, we're going to go do a Christmas song, I was like, here are the shots that I think we want. And then Chris had some great ideas as well. And it's like, well, what if we did this? And what if we did that? So we pretty much, I mean, it's a lot of work and a lot of process. And I don't know how many people really understand all that goes into it. But we spend hours kind of planning things like music videos and kind of try to plan out like what we want them to look like. And that way, when we go in to actually film and execute things, it actually just, usually kind of goes a lot smoother and there's not as many hiccups.
Right.
And, props to Chris, actually. I did several music videos before with other people, but the past music video that we did for Santa Looks a Lot Like Daddy, Chris actually helped film it all, and then he actually edited it, which was really cool though too, because instead of me going to someone else and then trying to understand, get them to understand like, hey, here's what we're thinking, or here's how I want it to look. It was nice because Chris and I could just sit in our living room and just edit it together, and it's like, we both could be like, oh, we like this, cool, or
it was
or
also
no.
great that it didn't cost $5,000 to $10,000 because I did it for free.
Yeah. That's hilarious. But no, we love the music videos though, and yeah, I guess we do just kind of like direct ourselves though in some ways, and we also run it though like, by different people, whether that's like fellow musician friends, or honestly, my brother's a really good wall for me. Like I can play him a song or like let him hear a track or see a video, and he's really good at like giving like feedback. So we find that helpful when people are like, willing to listen and check it out.
He's really good at giving feedback because he doesn't care how you feel, so he'll say
whatever,
exactly what you need to hear or exactly what he thinks of your stuff with no fear of it offending you because he grew up with you and he's like, I don't care.
Yeah. Honestly though, that's my favorite kind.
Yeah.
I'm
with
all
something
about it. Yeah.
with something like that, I don't know if you feel this way, but I've always felt this way. You play songs for people and say, what do you think? Everyone thinks you want to hear them say, oh, it's really wonderful. So they just tell you that it's wonderful, whether they think that or not, and they won't tell you when something feels weird or something's off or whatever, when that's the feedback you're actually looking for. So your brother's really good for that because he's like, I'm not trying to offend you, but if I do, then oh well.
Yeah, but he's really good about that for sure. Great question though. Lynn also says, I thought about signing up for the class in Fort Wayne since I'm in Indiana just to meet you. That's hilarious. I will say that we are doing the Live at Lunch at Sweetwater, that show that afternoon on I believe that's the 16th.
Yeah.
So Lynn, you could come to that and not have to go to the songwriting class.
Also, here's the deal. If we're going to be up there for a couple of 3 days, like, there's no reason we can't just shoot Lynn the dates and the times, and like, once we're done with all the Sweetwater stuff, be like, hey, come grab coffee.
Yeah. And Lynn, I don't want to excite you too much, but I will have Mel with us.
Yeah.
Mel's coming with us, so I'm just saying you could get some puppy cuddles.
Oh, maybe she could come stay at your house.
No. Chris is trying to get her. By the way,
we're halfway back to Nashville, and it's like, I feel like we forgot something. And she's like, the dog is still at Lynn's house. Be like, no, doesn't ring a bell.
No, not ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Not
I don't know any dogs.
Yeah.
She's sound asleep over here.
Yeah, she's actually here in the studio with us
We're risking it with the dog in the studio tonight.
Mm-hmm. The very first Ash Wednesdays we ever did, she literally ran into like the tripod that was holding our phone and knocked over all the lights and everything.
She knocked over the light, the tripod, she unplugged everything, like she got her foot tangled up in it and then panicked and just took the whole thing with her.
Yep. Mar's here watching from Brazil. That's so cool. Thank you so much, Mar. I know Mar has been a big supporter of mine for a long time and just really appreciate him. Let's see here. Pat Vaughn is watching. Hi, Pat. Scott Cash is here. He's watching us on Twitter.
Awesome.
I love seeing all the different like platforms people watch from. Scott, thanks for tuning in, man. Scott has also he's been a badass for a long time, and really just appreciate him, and he's so great.
Also, what a cool name, Scott Cash.
With a K.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude, man.
Just a cool...
He's a cool guy.
Some people just have names where you see it written down or you hear somebody say it and you just automatically know that's just a cool person. That's just a cool cat, you know?
Like Crystal Isle?
No.
Yeah.
No, definitely no.
Yeah, that's how I flirt, by the way. That was me trying to flirt.
Yeah.
22Q Cat says Mel could absolutely hang out at my house with my cat.
Oh boy.
Honestly, Mel actually does not need an enemy. She would probably be curious, but she'd probably be okay.
She would probably be fine. Mel also doesn't know that cats can turn around and beat her up because she's never had that experience.
Yeah.
So she tries to catch squirrels and all that kind of stuff when we're walking around here, and I've told her before, I'm like, when those things ever turns around, it's gonna kick the snot out of you.
Oh,
like she is a purely milquetoast dog. She thinks she's tough stuff until something really comes after her, and then she panics and loses all balls.
She really does, though. There's not a ferocious bone in that dog's body.
No.
I just like, by the way, too, that I'm going to pull into Sweetwater for all this stuff, and I just bring my husband and my dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, here's my golden retriever, here's my husband, let's get to work, guys, let's go.
The rednecks are here.
Yeah, seriously. They're going to be like, that's the last time we bring in one of them country singers to
No,
come in here.
here's the deal. I'm from Indiana. I've been to Sweetwater before. It's up there in the middle of the cornfields in the northern area of Indiana, that kind of stuff. Everybody around there is just like me.
Yeah, you think they'd be okay with it then?
Yeah, everybody around there is just like me. It's cornfields.
Yeah,
it's all farmers. It's all rednecks. It's okay.
Well, we're good. As long as we're good with it.
We're good.
As long as we are good with it. Speaking of puppy dogs, Rankin Cook says, Riley wants to know, what is Mel's favorite song you sing? I don't know if Mel has a favorite.
It probably goes something like Puppy Rise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puppy Rise.
We're going to write a song for it.
Feed me some Puppy Rise. That's probably what her favorite one would be.
It's Feed Me. Or Scooby, Scooby Doo, where are you?
Yeah.
We got some. Yeah.
Yep.
Mel loves Scooby Doo. She literally watches Scooby Doo all the time. She's a big fan. Mel cracks me up though, man. She is like the most food-orientated dog I've ever met. Like, she just loves to eat, and I'm like, you are my dog. You are my spirit animal. Like, for reals, man.
Yeah.
For reals.
Snack time, nap time. It's the only two things that she cares about.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, y'all, feel free. Any more questions, comments, let us know. We appreciate y'all tuning in to watch. I think we're going to play y'all another song. I dusted this one off and thought I would pull it out and see if I could do it for you guys. But we were talking about how we're going to be in California for a week, and we are doing a series of shows out there and opening for some people, and then doing shows on our own as well. And it's just going to be a really fun, busy week, and I am beyond excited about it. I really, really am. But something that's really cool is we actually just booked a show back in my hometown of Bakersfield, California.
Yeah.
At Bakersfield Sound Co., which is this awesome, awesome venue if you've never been there. And I am just so excited about it. I really, really am. But yeah, we have the tickets for that is up already on the website. So if you are in Bakersfield, California, Or if you're watching the replay, we're going to be there on Sunday, October 6th, and the show starts at 6:30, and we actually are going to, it's kind of cool to give back, but we're actually going to have some local, a local band basically there back home in Bakersfield actually open the show for us and kind of give them opportunities, which I think is just really cool to be able to like come back home and then to, you know, to do that, like to share the blessings, if you will. And I think, by the way, we're going to do it one more up. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we are just so looking forward to it, and we are just so excited. But yeah, I thought because of us going back home to Bakersfield and all, I have not been home in a couple of years at this point. So I'm just excited to get back to my home state. And I realized that I haven't played this next song maybe in like 2 years or something like that. I haven't. This is OG, but I'm from Bakersfield, California, and this song we're gonna play is called Bakersfield. And I actually wrote this my very first night that I moved here to Nashville. And so it's just crazy to think. But you were talking about this is the first song I think you ever heard of mine. This was like my first single. This is like OG Ash Taylor, if you know this song. But yeah, I was just really excited, and we thought we'd just pull it out and basically just play it for you, see if we remember how it goes. Well, Chris too here, but. Awesome. We tuned with music here. Anywho.
Good enough for government work, as they say.
Good enough for government. Close enough. Close enough. But yeah, so we thought we'd just pull this one out and play it for you guys since we're talking about just, you know, going back home to Bakersfield, and we're looking forward to it. And yeah, you can check the version of this song that we have out. It's on Spotify and Apple Music and all that fun stuff. But it's a song called Bakersfield. Hope y'all like it. Nothing but Something like that. Rankin Cook Hanoi says, good song. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. That is, like I said, OG, as the kids would say, long time ago. I don't even think we've played that in forever, but yeah, it was the title track off my first EP back in the day, and I think it was my first single. It's been a long time. Anywho, I'm thinking we should give something away. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
I like it. If you guys are new, by the way, Ash Wednesdays happens the first Wednesday of every single month at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we always do a giveaway. It's always live music. Sometimes it's a cover song, an original. We talk, we take questions. It's just always a good time.
Yeah.
We always look forward to these. But we try to give something away every single episode. And this is what we're actually giving away right now. So I think, let's see if I can get it to where people can see it. But we were talking earlier about our music video for Santa Looks a Lot Like Daddy. And that was filmed at the world famous Santa's Pub here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Owned by Santa himself.
The man himself. They were so incredibly, like, Santa was just the greatest human being, though. And he was so kind to us. He was so good to us. And he just let us come in and opened his doors to us and let us film the video. And he was even in it. And he was just the greatest guy. Yeah. He really, really is. But if you've never been to Santa's Pub here in Nashville, you seriously need to go check it out.
It's a legendary place.
It's actually, I saw it was in the top 100 bars in the world. Yeah. In the world.
It is Christmas 365 there.
Yeah. Karaoke bar. And it's cash only.
Yep.
Cash only.
Cash only, probably about the cheapest beer in town, I'd say.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, he's just the greatest. But Santa gave us all kinds of merch, and he sent us home with so much stuff on top of just letting us come in and film at his bar and be in the video. I mean, he was just the greatest. But Santa gave us this hat, and he said to give it away. Yep. So I know it's not Christmas. It's May, but let Christmas be
at Santa's Pub, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter. But yeah, it's just like this really cool red trucker hat, and it's awesome. And you can't get these online either. No. The only way you can get this is if you actually go to Santa's Pub here in Nashville. Yep. So it's super cool. So we'll basically just ask a question, and the first person that we see here down below is the winner. Pretty simple. So the question we thought we would ask is, which one of Santa's reindeer has a bright red nose? Who is the red-nosed reindeer? Put it down below in the comments, and the first one we see is the winner. I don't see anybody. Who is the red-nosed reindeer? It looks like Rankin Cook Hanoi got it. Rudolph.
There it is.
Rudolph.
Now, Randy, if you ask really nicely, I bet anything Ash would sign the underside of the bill before she sent it to you with a little Ash,
Sharpie.
A little Ash Taylor signature on there, if you would like that, or if you'd like her to not do that, you can tell her that too. I'm sure.
I'll do whatever he likes. But Randy, we just really appreciate you tuning in and watching, man. We are more than happy to get this out. And I think we actually already have your address even, but I will get that out into the mail to you. Yep. And it's an awesome hat too, man, and such a cool place, and so glad. But congratulations. Yeah. Oh, he said, oh yes, please sign it. Thank you. Man, you got it, man. You got it. Well, we've given stuff away. We've played songs. We've talked. We've chatted. It's been good. Yeah. Do you want to play one last song?
Whatever you'd like to do.
Well, thanks.
Whatever you'd like to do.
Whatever I'd like to do. I like it. Well, we were talking about Santa Looks a Lot Like Daddy and all that, and it's not Christmas, but let it live in our hearts. But we're talking about Buck Owens. We're talking about Bakersfield. So, do you want to play a little Buck Owens with me?
Absolutely.
All right. I thought this may be fitting, but we were kind of just talking about Bakersfield and all this stuff, and I think one of my favorite Buck Owens songs is actually Tiger by the Tail. Super, super fun. Oh, Mel's awake, by the way, in case you guys can see her. Or did you wake up from a nap? But yeah. You ready?
I think so.
Okay, well, let's do it then. Gotta clear my throat. Oh, Cam's watching. He says, hey, Ash. Hey, Cam, thank you for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate it. Oh, and 22Q Cat says that they can be, her and Randy can be twins with the red hats. She has like the red Ash Taylor hat, and he's gonna have the red Santa's pup. That's adorable. Right. That's adorable.
That's great.
Awesome. Well, let's play this last song and get him
right.
on home. But thank y'all so much for watching and for tuning in. Y'all are just great. We just so love and appreciate every single one of you. And just be sure to head on over to ashtaylor.com and check out those tour dates. And
That's right.
Come see us so we can hug your neck and tell you in person how much we appreciate you.
That's right.
Cool. Little tiger by the tail, little Buck Owens. And I've got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. I won't be much when you get through with me. Well, I'm losing weight and I'm turning mighty pale. And it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. Well, I thought the day I met you were meek as a lamb, just the kind that fit my dreams and plans. Now the pace we're living takes the wind from my sails, and it looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. I've got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. I won't be much when you get through with me. I'm losing weight and I'm turning mighty pale, and it looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. Well, every night you drag me with the bright lights you found. There ain't no way to slow you down. I'm about as helpless as a leaf in a gale, and it looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. I've got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. I won't be much when you get through with me. Well, I'm losing weight and I'm turning mighty pale, and it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. Woo! I've got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. I won't be much when you get through with me. Well, I'm losing weight and I'm turning mighty pale, and it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. I love that song. It's so fun. It looks like a lot of people love that song. That's awesome. Lynn says, you two together, awesome. Yeah, I got Chris singing those high harmonies. That's so fun. Great. Well, thank you guys so much again for tuning in and watching. I guess we'll see y'all in June, and man, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good times ahead.
Yep.
Thank you guys. We so appreciate all of you, and
Absolutely.
we'll see you next time. Bye.